Getting better doesn't feel better. Improvement is rooted in discomfort. It's inherently difficult, but the byproduct is happiness. It feels good. Welcome to another episode of Self-Employed Success Secrets. Weekend edition. On today's episode, we're going to talk about how improvement is not easy, but its byproduct is wonderful. Okay. If you're out here watching this video, you probably want to improve. And one thing I've learned in my life being self-employed is that pain equals progress. Okay. If you want to make progress, the first thing you got to start looking at is what sort of pain am I willing to go to? What desire do I need to create to get better? Okay. Even like the word improve, like I'm proving to myself that I really want this. Okay. Improvement begins with a desire to go higher. Whether that's to work more hours, make more money, talk to more people, make less mistakes. You've got to start with the hankering. If you don't know what hankering means, look it up. Always open to expanding, your mind on this channel. But improvement doesn't feel good, guys. And this is one of those big lies, is that getting better doesn't feel better. It sucks. But you're going to have to go through that suck if you want to succeed. And a lot of people don't want to do it. I got up at like 2 a.m. today on a Sunday working because I wanted to catch up on stuff. I took a slight nap earlier today, but you got to really want it. And I really want it because life goes by super fast. And our body just wants to be lazy and not do anything. It wants to do that every day for years. Till you look back and you're like, 5 years has gone by and you haven't done anything. Because you listen to your emotions, these bodily urges to not do anything every single day. This life is really hard. And one thing that makes it hard is having to deal with emotional resistance from ourselves. Laziness or pride. We don't want to listen to somebody. Just our sinfulness. Or our blindness to something. We're just unaware of something. There's so many maladies that come with being a human. And that when it comes to improvement, just understand that you've got to have a desire first to go higher and an understanding that you're going to go through suffering. You're going to have pain. And I think those things help you to improve. Is first start with the desire. Like, I really want to improve. What am I willing to suffer for? What do I need to improve? What am I willing to suffer? How am I willing to suffer to get that improvement? And you just go from there. But please know that improvement is not painless. It's a very painful process. And it's just something you have to go through. And if you don't want to go through it, you're not going to get to it. There's some hard truths on this channel, but if you've got to improve, you got to prove to yourself that you really want it and then go through the fire. If you want to go higher, you've got to go through the fire if you want to go higher. Improvement comes at a cost, and that cost is pain. That cost is change. That cost is seeing things differently. That cost is behavior, adjustments. So think about that. You want to improve? You can. You just got to move towards different things, different activities, different thoughts, different speech patterns. And some of these habits are really hard to fix. And that's why you got to start with that desire. And that desire creates a fire to burn down. These bad habits, as Napoleon Hill said, he was the guy who wrote Think and Grow Rich. He said, weak desire, weak results. If you have a high desire to do something, you're more likely to get better results than if you're just low energy and low desire about things that you kind of want it versus this must happen, that sort of urgency. Okay. But please know you've got to go through the fire if you want to go higher. And you got to go through it to get to it. That pain is the price. Pain gets you paid. I made a video about this a long time ago. But it's just is what it is, guys. You got to go through pain if you want to improve, but the improvement's worth it. Okay, have a good night.